Hello and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson, and today we have a new Unearthed Arcana from Wizards of the Coast. Unearthed Arcana, Heroes of Krynn Revisited. So this is a sequel Unearthed Arcana to Heroes of Krynn that came out earlier this year, where they've presented Kender backgrounds and feats for a redo to look at and playtest, as the Lunar Sorcerer they originally presented in the first Heroes of Krynn had such positive feedback. They've haven't resubmitted that. That's still being pushed through. That's going to come out apparently in a future book, likely the Dragonlance book later in the year. And I must say that Lunar Sorcerer looked pretty amazing, so I'll be interested to see what the final version of it will look like. Surely it'll be nerfed a little bit because, wow, it's so good. I mean, they're definitely... Sorcerer keeps getting a lot of love lately, and I don't know why, because I always thought Sorcerer was really, really good, and they keep making it even better for some reason. So sure, I guess more Sorcerer love. I'll take it. So yeah, look for the Lunar Sorcerer coming out later in the year. But so today we're looking at a new version of the Kender race, backgrounds and feats. So let's have a look what we got here in this Unearthed Arcana. So we have the status spiel about races. Nothing new there. Alright, here's the Kender. So they've added a bit of extra lore here for them, the backstory. During the mythical origins of Krynn, Rorok's god of craft, indulged in an age of unfettered creation. Many peoples sprang from his divine forge, but not all among them remained as the god created them. Altered by unbridled magic, a group of gnomes were transformed and gifted almost supernatural curiosity and fearlessness. These were the first Kender. Originating on the world of Krynn, Kender are diminutive humanoids that look like humans with pointed ears and diverse appearances. Kender have supernatural curiosity that drives them to adventure. Due to this inquisitiveness, many Kender find themselves falling through portals to other planes and worlds. Kender sometimes amass impressive collections of curiosities. Some might collect mundane knickknacks or relics from magical sites, while others might become professional thieves. Okay, so Kender traits. You're a humanoid, you are small, walking speed 30 feet. Fearless, you are immune to the frightened condition. So no longer are they just the halfling brave, they're just with advantage on frightened saves. They are straight up immune, which is straight immunity is quite rare, so that's interesting. Kender curiosity, so thanks to the mystical origin of your people, you gain proficiency with one of the following skills of your choice: insight, investigation, sleight of hand, stealth, or survival. So gain a skill, always nice. This looks to replace their table of random items they can magically pull from a pocket dimension or something. Which seem very limited in use and very random. So a skill is infinitely more useful. A little boring, but very useful nonetheless. And with Taunt, which looks like, I believe, still the same as before. So you have extraordinary ability to fluster creatures. As a bonus action, you can unleash a string of provoking words at a creature within 60 feet of you. They can hear and understand you. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn. The DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier. Choose when you select this race. You can use this bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So you're just naturally talented in insulting people, making people hate you. Okay, interesting. Or you, hey you! So you just yell at someone, and even though they may be in the middle of engaging someone at the moment, even though you 60 feet away yelled at them, they now have the urge to smash you in the face, so much so that they had disadvantage to attack anyone else now. Interesting. I mean, it's great if you don't have a bonus action already. It's pretty good, actually, the taunt. But, yeah, interesting. So that's the race. Not too much to it. I guess it's enough. And I still feel a little spoiled from Monsters Multiverse, when it's like, have resistance to this damage type, and have all this other thing, and have multiple skills, and have this. So I still feel it's not that much to it. But it's fine, I guess. The Taunt could be quite clutch. But yeah. Okay, Kender. Sure. Next we have the backgrounds. So we'll see what we're doing with the backgrounds now. So the section presents 2 new backgrounds for characters from the world of Krynn, the Knight of Somalia, and the Mage of High Sorcery. When you make a character participating in the War of the Lance, choose one of the backgrounds in this section, or select a background from the player's handbook or another source. Bonus feats: whatever background you choose from the War of the Lance character, for your War of the Lance character, you gain bonus feats as detailed below. Characters involved in the conflict are forced into remarkable situations and changed by their experiences. For first level bonus feats, if you select the Knight of Somalia or the Mage of High Sorcery background, you gain the bonus feat specified in that background. If the background you choose doesn't provide a feat, you gain a bonus feat of your choice from the following list. Parenthesis tells you where to find the feat. Okay, so we've got the Divinely Favored, Skilled, and Tough. So, cool. So you just get a free feat at level 1. Very nice. And then a 4th level bonus feat. At 4th level, you gain another bonus feat of your choice from either the first level list above or the following list. Parentheses tells you where to find the feat. So we've got Adept of the Black Robes, Adept of the Red Robes, Adept of the White Robes, Alert, Knight of the Crown, Knight of the Rose, Knight of the Sword, Mobile, Sentinel, and Warcaster. Some very nice feats there. So you gain this bonus feat at 4th level regardless of your background, even if you have the Knight of Somalia or Knight of the Mage of High Sorcery background. You must meet all prerequisites if the feat you choose has any. Okay, so, and this is in addition to the ASI, so you got regular stat bump or feat slot at level 4, and also if you're human or touches custom lineage for level 1. So extra free feats, which is interesting. I think it could be quite telling to what they might be doing in the future, because definitely having options to get bonus feats, while also keeping up with the stat increases, because it's very taxing. You kind of need to keep that main stat increase, but also you want to have fun with the feats. So I'm wondering if they're going to shift things design wise going forward to have feats that you can take in addition to your stat bumps to keep up. They seem to be trying this out with War of the Lance, the Dragonlance setting here. Very interesting. Yeah, they have been known to try things out in different setting books. And it looks like they're trying out here. Okay, so Knight of Somalia background. So yes, you're trained to be a Valorous soldier warrior known as Knight of Somalia. Strict rules guide your every action, and you work to uphold them as you strive to defend the weak and oppose evil. Your honor is as important to you as your life. So you get the survival, 2 languages of your choice. Some gear, it's fine. So feature, so you gain the Squire of Somalia feat. And then in addition, the Knight of Somalia provide you free modest lodging, blah blah blah. Okay. Alright. That's just little trinket tables and things, don't worry about that. Mage High Sorcery background. So you're talented in magic. Basically you work with them as a background. So you get Arcana history, 2 languages of your choice, and some equipment, and you get the Initiate or High Sorcery feat. Okay, and modest lodging. Background feats. Well, I did this in Strixhaven as well, so it'll be interesting to see, if they're going to make this when they redo the player's handbook in a couple of years, whether they'll make that standard. Because, modest lodging or free drinks or what have you as a background feature has never been that terribly exciting. So, yes. Personality traits. Okay. Let's move on to the feats. Alright, Adept of the Black Robes. So, prerequisite. 4th level Initiate or High Sorcery feat as well. So you choose the Moon of Victory to influence your magic, and your ambition and loyalty to the Order of Black Robes has been recognized, granting you these benefits. Ambitious Magic. You learn one second level spell of your choice. The second level spell must be from the enchantment or necromancy school of magic. You can cast this feat's second level spell without a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can cast it in this way again. You can also cast a spell using spell slots you have on the appropriate level. Your spell's spellcasting ability is the one chosen when you gain the Initiate of High Sorcery feat. Okay. Life Channel. You can channel your life force into the power of your magic. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you fails a saving throw against a spell that deals damage that you cast, you can expend a number of hit dice equal to the level of the spell, roll the expended hit dice, and add them together. The damage that the creature takes increases by an amount equal to the total. So yeah, the Force Lightning, channel your life force to deal more damage is pretty cool. And you get a second level spell. Yeah. That's a pretty solid feat, but again, no stat bumps or anything. But it's a free bonus one, then that makes sense. And yeah, if they get rid of the stat bumps altogether from these feats and make them just 3 bonus ones, definitely worth it, and definitely a lot of potential there. Yeah, pretty cool. I definitely like the life channel, the channeling your life force to deal more damage. It's pretty cool, especially for black robes. Alright, Adept of the Red Robes. You choose the Moon of Luteri to influence your magic, and your dedication to maintaining the balance between all things is recognized by the Order of Red Robes, granting you these benefits. So this is another 4th level required, and Initiate of High Sorcery feat required as well. So you learn one second level spell of your choice. The second level spell must be from the Illusion or Transmutation School of Magic. You can cast this feat second level spell without a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can cast it this way again. You can also cast a spell using spell slots you have on the appropriate level. Metrical Balance. When you make an attack roll or an ability check and roll a 9 or lower on the D20, you can balance fate and treat the roll as a 10. You can balance fate in this way a number of times equal to proficiency bonus. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Very nice. Yeah. That's very cool. And you get illusional transportation. Yeah. Okay. That's very cool. Red Roads. Maybe I'm gonna say it's slightly better than the black one, but not by much. I mean, the Metrical Balance is very useful. Okay, make a roll, check. Yeah, roll. Yeah, choose after the fact. Yeah. Solid as. That's very cool. And again, if you're getting as a freebie at 4th level, yeah, by all means. It's gonna be interesting how this power creep's gonna get balanced. Yeah, just get more free stuff. Yeah, interesting. Alright, now Adept of the White Robes. 4th level, Initiate of High Sorcery feat required. You're chosen by the Moon of Somalia to influence your magic, and your oath to use magic to make the world a better place has been recognized by the Order of the White Robes, granting you these benefits. Protective Magic. You learn one second level spell of your choice. The second level spell must be from Adoration or Divination School Magic. You cast this feat's second level spell without a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you cast again. You can also cast a spell using spell slots you have appropriate level. And Protective Ward. When you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to expend a spell slot and weak protective magic around the target. Roll a number of d6s equal to the level of the spell slot expended and reduce the damage the target takes by the total rolled on this dice, plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Protective Ward's okay. I mean, usually your reaction, which for a spellcaster, that's pretty precious. That's shield, that's counterspell, that's silvery barbers if that's allowed in the game. Yeah, nice option to have though. And yeah, but Abjuration and getting Abjuration spell from any to get some healing spells or what have you from a cleric list. Not bad. Sure, but yeah, all of them are pretty solid, especially since they're free. Yeah, can't complain. And interesting enough, they all got interesting things going on. I do like your spell, and you get something else interesting as well. The 2-parters there. All right, Divinely Favored. A god was chosen you to carry a spark of their divine power. You learn one cantrip of your choice from the cleric spell list, and one first level spell based on the alignment of your character is specified in the alignment spells table below. You also learn the Augury Spell. Okay. You can cast the chosen first level spell and the Augury Spell without a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can cast either of these spells in this way again. You can also cast these spells using spell slots you have on the appropriate level. Your spellcasting ability for this feat spells is Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. Choose when you select this feat. So choose on first level Warlock spell. If you're evil alignment, Cleric for good, or neutral, you get Druid spell. Okay. In addition, you can use a holy symbol as a spellcasting focus for any spell you can cast that uses spellcasting ability you choose when you select this feat. Okay. Think about like these feats that give you extra spells and maybe extra cool ability with no ability increase at all is as a DM, it's quite cool to reward players for doing things. You know, they do something and get a god's attention, they get awarded the divinely favored feat, or they earn their position in the Order of the Red Robes or what have you. It's having the option to give out a free thing to the player's reward. And I guess it doesn't, for a lot of these things, adding extra spell option to the list doesn't tip them too far. Like, it's still cool, given extra options they can do, but it's still limited by the action economy and gives a little bit more resources to work with. But it's not too bad balance-wise, I think. So yeah, it's definitely these are nice options at the very least to look at for rewarding players for doing things in the game. So yeah, very cool. All right, Initiate of High Sorcery. So this is the first feat in that feat chain for the those Adept of the White Robes, Red Robes, and Black Robes feats. So prerequisite, Sorcerer or Wizard class, or the Mage of High Sorcery background. So this is the free one you get with that background as well. You receive training from magic users affiliated with the Mages of High Sorcery. Choose one of the 3 moons of Krynn to influence your magic: Black Moon, Red Moon, or White Moon. Learn 1 cantrip of your choice from the wizard spell list and 2 first level spells based on the moon you choose, as specified in the lunar spells table. You can cast each of the chosen first level spell slot, and you must finish a long rest before you can cast it in this way again. You can also cast the spells using any spell slots you have. Spellcasting ability for this feat spells is Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. Choose when you select this feat. Okay. So choose 2 from Distant Whispers, False Life, Hex, and Ray of Sickness. That's pretty good. So Distant Whispers and Hex then. Very good. Or, that's for Nutri Moon, Lunatari Moon. Choose 2 from Color Spray, Disguise Self, Featherfall, or Longstrider. Okay, that one's not as great. I guess Disguise Self and Featherfall are those ones if I had to choose. Solinari, choose 2 from Comprehend Languages, Detect Evil and Good, Protection from Evil and Good, and Shield. Well, Shield's a no-brainer, I guess. Protection from Evil and Good. Normally comes up often enough, that's pretty good. But yeah, okay. Pretty solid choices there. And you get Cantrip to boot. Okay. Next we have the Knight of the Crown. So 4th level, and there's a prerequisite as well as Squire of the Somalia feat. So this is the second one down on that feat chain. So you are Knight of Somalia, aligned with the Order of the Crown, a group that extols the virtues of cooperation, loyalty, and obedience. You excel in group combat and gain these benefits. Increase your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a max of 20. Okay, so this one actually gives you a stat increase. Interesting. Breaks from the this is different from the norm what they did just now with the other feats. So this one would actually, in theory, if you have this at level 4 with the stat bump, you there get 3 stat bumps. It's an interesting choice. All right, and you get Squire Maneuvers. You learn the Distracting Strike or the Goading Attack Maneuver from the Battlemaster subclass of the Fighter in the Player's Handbook. The maneuver requires a saving throw. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dexterity modifier. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can replace the maneuver you learned from this feat with the other maneuver offered by it. Okay. As superiority dice, you gain 2 superiority dice, which you add to the dice you have from the Squire of Somalia feat. All the dice are now D8s. Okay, so they're giving out Battlemaster features now. Which, I don't know, to be fair, I feel like Battlemaster should have potentially have been the part of the main fighter class rather than a subclass, because it is, yeah, I think it's a lot of nice options to fighter. Yeah, okay, but it seems like they're supporting that here with these feats. Bit of taste of Battlemaster, or even more options for Battlemaster if you're a Battlemaster. already. Knight of the Sword, prerequisite 4th level, Squire of Somalia feat. You're a Knight of Somalia aligned with the Order of the Sword, a group devoted to heroism and courage. Bravery steals your spirit, granting you these benefits. Ability score increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1 to maximum 20. Okay. Another ability score bump. Sword Maneuvers, you learn the maneuvering attack or the menacing attack maneuver from the Battlemaster subclass of the fighter in the Battle Player's Handbook. Again, same kind of DC, sit up here. And when you finish a long rest, you can replace the maneuver you learned with this feat with the other one. Superiority die. You gain 2 superiority die, which you add to your dice from Squire of Somalia feat. All the dice are now d8s. Okay. Knight of the Rose. Again, 4th level, Squire of Somalia feat required. You are a Knight of Somalia aligned with the Order of the Rose, a group known for leadership, justice, and wisdom. Your resolve grants you these benefits. Increase your constitution or charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 20. And Rose Maneuvers, you learn the Commander Strike or Rally maneuvers from the Battlemaster subclass of the fighter in the Player's Handbook. When you finish a long rest, you can replace the maneuver with you learned from this feat with the other maneuver offered by it. Superiority die, add 2 superiority die. You gain 2 superiority die, which you add to the dice you have from Squire of Somalia feat. All dice are now d8s. Okay. And then we've got Squire of Somalia. Fighter or Paladin class or Knight of Somalia background. Your training in the ways of Knights of Somalia grants you these benefits. Mount up. Mounting or dismounting costs you only 5 feet of movement. Okay. Squire Maneuvers, you learn the lunging attack, precision attack, or pushing attack maneuver from the Battlemaster subclass of the fighter in the Player's Handbook. When you finish a long rest, you can replace the maneuver you learned from this feat with another one from the list above. Superiority die. You gain a number of superiority dice equal to your proficiency bonus. These dice are d6s, and you can use them only with the maneuver you gain from this feat, and with any maneuvers you gain from feats that have this feat as a prerequisite. Superiority die is expended when you use it, and you regain all expended superiority dice when you finish a long rest. Weird that they've had that limitation there. Oh, you can't use these superiority die on other maneuvers you get going from somewhere else, just in case. Why? It seems like a weird limitation. Very arbitrary. It's not a huge benefit to be able to use that with. You happen to have a Battlemaster subclass or fighting style that gives you a little bit of Battlemaster options there. So, it's a bit weird. Also a bit arbitrary too with the maneuvers from Battlemaster being catched by a pool of dice. It's very gamified. Like, oh no, I can do so many maneuvers a day. Why? I can do so many tricks and I get tired, I guess. I just can't do that trick anymore today or until I have a short rest. I guess in this case it's a long rest. Yeah. Be interesting enough. So there's carved up Battlemaster into a bunch of feats. Alright, sure. I mean, it's a great fighter subclass that really should be being part of the main fighter class. But now you can just have those Battlemaster maneuvers on, built on a Paladin. Prerequisite Paladin. I mean, Paladin with some of these maneuvers on them would be pretty good. I'm looking at you, Rose, actually. Commander Strike. I'm not doing anything with that bonus action. Hey, Rogue, get in there, have a sneak attack. But yeah, it's pretty good. And that's it. So, I get membership on multiple knightly orders. Knights of Somalia are only ever members of one of their organized orders. In the course of their training, most knights begin as members of Knights of the Crown and then move on to join other orders. Whenever a character follows this path or another, they retain what they learned as a member of an order, even if they joined another. Characters can change what knightly order they're part of, but they always have access to any Knights of Somalia feats they're required. Okay. Taking orders. Alright. That's it. That's the Unearthed Arcana. So this is the feats. So they changed Knights feats quite a lot to be Battlemaster subclass chopped up. We've got spellcasting ones. I don't think they changed that much spellcaster ones. They're all super solid. I really like the spellcaster ones. They're pretty cool. I like the options there. And it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward with feats and whether they settle down with maybe you start with bonus feat level 1, level 4, since the game does mostly play those early levels. Yeah, very interesting. And the Kender race, which is fine. Yeah, much like the Owlin, it's fine. It can fly. It's got some cool things it can do. It's fine. Yeah. Very interesting. Cool. Sets down Arcana. All right. Sure. Now we know what kind of what to look forward to with this Dragonlance book end of the year. Bunch of new background options, feat options, Kender race, and the Lunar Sorcerer. So yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button. That's what it's there for. And if you like my videos in general, consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. It means you don't miss these videos as they come out on the YouTubes on the regular. Yeah, something to consider anyway. I'm Brad Thompson. This has been Cutting Words. Until next time, see ya.